So you throw things in your back seat, someone comes up behind you. Ooh. So what did we do there, Paul? Hank is the Ford robot. Good morning, Hank.
Good morning, Kara.
And Kara Artman is on the race route. Hi, Kara. How's it going?
I'm winded. I don't know about you guys. We are going to be blowing fire, among other things, coming up on Good Day Wisconsin.
She's getting her approach, and there she takes off.
Congratulations, you've now been initiated the official catch-up slide.
Pioneer Hangar 1. A lot of fun.
All right, hey, watch where you're pointing that thing.
The Eureka Police Department is warning seniors of potential phone scams.
So smoke was noticed coming out of the building around 4 a.m. by Appleton police officers who were making routine checks of the building. And we will be taking flight later on this morning. Rachel and Pete.
Are you nervous?
A little bit. Yeah, just a tad. I watched Top Gun last night, so it's all good.
Kara, are you ready?
Maybe. Too late now.
It's too late now.
Oh,
Can I get some tips?
It's like, oh wow, it's gone.
It is. It's gone. And you know, they did a flat iron on me this morning, and it was the softest it's been, and then I had to cut it off.
Oh well.
If you haven't hit the roads and you want to know what you're going to be driving in, this is it right here, this slushy mess. There's a lot of fun activities out here today, and it's a beautiful day. But one thing I wanted to show you, we often hear about cracks in the ice. Well, here's a crack right here, and I can fit my fingers down into it.
Studio teachers say that when it comes to art and expressing oneself, disability is not a factor.
Good morning. Well, I can see Main Street from here, and it seems like things are starting to return to normal. People getting up, returning to work, and doing the best that they can. Greg Giles returned to work this morning with the YMCA. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, how are you?
They put their heads together to answer one question. I've seen the trees, and I've seen the ocean. Now what? I'm here at the tall ships, the Lady Washington and the Hawaiian Chieftain. Dockside tours wrapped up just about an hour ago. Earlier today, the crew of the Hawaiian Chieftain took me aboard the vessel, and I was lucky enough to get an inside look at life on the Chieftain.
Scientists say they now know more about the diseases that affect fish in the Klamath River.
These trenches are up to 14 to 18 feet deep, and they are discovering fault lines that are 11,000 years old. A month-long campaign resulted in a month's worth of food and supplies for needy animals.
Brought 4 or 5 boxes and truckloads of stuff out here, so it's been really good. We've gotten a load of sand donated for the horses out in the arena. Got ties for dogs in the back of the trucks and things for the cats, and I mean there's all kinds of stuff. Horses, I had grain donated. It was really, really good.
During February, Health Sport Jim and Fortuna encouraged everyone in the community to donate supplies to Miranda's rescue. In return, people would receive a free gym pass. Organizers say they had 2 goals in mind when the campaign began.
Help out the animals and also help try and maybe get people motivated in living a healthier lifestyle as well by giving them their bonus points, getting them motivated and coming into health sport. And I just think it was a really good cause, and I think everyone that was involved had fun doing it as well.
Many animals have been saved by Miranda's rescue, including Jackson here. And the whole idea to team up with Health Sport to help these animals came from a 6-year-old.
I brought my son out here to visit one day, and he's 6 years old, and he wanted to start volunteering his time to come out here and help with brushing the kitties and helping with the dogs. And I just started thinking about how we see so many people in the gym throughout a day, and there had to have been some way that we could help out. Being a pet owner myself, I realized how expensive it is to keep animals healthy and fed, and I saw how many they have out here and just started thinking about how expensive it must be and wanted to do what we could to help out.
It means a lot. I mean, people are under the impression that we always have enough food or we always have enough cat litter, and there's never enough. It always surprises me. I mean, I didn't think it would be this generous. I mean, people are always very generous, but I didn't realize I was going to have this much food and, the grain and the sand and all that kind of stuff. So it's very nice, very helpful.
In the spirit of the North Coast, I'm Kara Artman. They waited patiently for their turn to speak at last night's Arcata City Council meeting.
There were many different background views on the issue that happened, from the neighbors to the People's Project to other homeless advocates.
Council members and those in attendance listened to 3 hours of public comment about the People Project. But at a press conference today, members of the project say they are not done yet.
People Project plans to continue to mobilize and to create safe spaces for dialogue and houses people to exist.
Recent People Project demonstrations have stirred this community, and now members of the project say their main concern is their safety.
Backlash due to people choosing to speak out and take a stand. And so now, it's it's frightening. It's more frightening than before.
Arcata police say the People Project has cost the city a lot of time and money, and Chief Mendoza supports his officers' actions.
We are just enforcing laws that are valid laws that were enacted by the people, and if they want to invalidate those laws, then they should go through the process with the legislative branch of government. But picking fights with the police department is not an appropriate method to express their dislike of certain laws that they don't want to comply with.
For News Channel 3, I'm Kara Artman. That is all of our news for now. I'm Kara Artman. Have a wonderful Tuesday.